Okay, I'm an amateur mechanic, but I'm going to take a shot at putting in a captain's call exhaust on this 2002 Cobalt 240. Join me and let's see what we can learn. Let's go through the parts. So the regular exhaust comes out here. The new exhaust is going to go right up there above the water line. We're going to have to measure, mark, and cut. That's the scariest part, is the cutting. But here are the diverters. This is the, that would be port side. This would be starboard side, I believe. Actuators. Just change that baffle, putting it straight out the back as opposed to downward to the stock exhaust. I want to test the electronics first. So I went up to the helm, removed that switch. There's the switch. Oh, I heard something. Let's do it again. Nice. That is so sweet. Okay, so we discovered a problem, and that is this right here says that the there's 5 1/4 inches from the top of the outdrive to the bottom of the swim platform. Nope, it's 4 3/4. It's a 1/2 inch difference here, and the limiting factor is the top of this flange right here, because I can't go any higher. So while this diagram from Corsa says that I need to put the center of the hole 2 1/2 inches above, what I found is I needed to put it 2 3/4 from the top. But here's the good news. I thought I was going to have to move these, like drill new holes, pull them through the back of the boat, blah blah blah. But look at this. It's going to miss it by a mile. So that is awesome, which means I may get this done in one evening, and it's only going to take a couple of beers and maybe even a glass of bourbon. All right, this is the port side, and it is loose. It hasn't been tightened down or anything like that, and it certainly hasn't had the wires connected, but it goes down to the original, and then it goes out. Next step is to start drilling holes. All right, so this has been measured so many times, and what I decided to do is a different style. Instead of going over the same numbers, I came from a different approach, and I came within 1/8 of an inch. So I decided to increase and go with the larger of the two, because the 1/8 of an inch will give me just a little bit more space here, just in case that flange doesn't, fit for some reason. So what I'm going to do right now is start with a small drill, and just like do a tiny little hole, so that the next one, which is a 1/4 inch drill, I'm going to do at an angle. It's a 12-degree angle going upward from the transom. So here goes. That's 12 degrees. We've got to drill upward at 12 degrees. So I'm going to hold this flush here and drill up. All right, hold on. What do you think? Is it about close enough for government work?
Yeah. So, my dad is drilling a hole into our boat. Yeah.
All right, so the drill bit came out relatively close to the center. It's close enough that I'm totally confident we can connect this. So I'm gonna drill the big hole. Okay, so this is the daunting moment that I've been preparing for the last 2 weeks as I've been thinking about this project, and that is cutting a big ass hole in my boat. I've done all the prep. I think it's right, but there's still something weird about doing this. So let's just
Send it.
let's send it. Smell that, man? Mm-hmm. Oh God, it smells weird.
Oh my gosh. Oh, a one-eyed monster. It's a one-eyed monster.
So I thought I was going to break my boat, and instead I broke the tool. So we're going to have to run down to Home Depot and get a new tool. Let's do it. All right, let's go. For whatever reason, you see how the threads end right there? And there's a gap? This metal is just thin enough that as soon as the threads made it through, it started spinning. And I didn't have, all I had was one of these. So with a drill and a Dremel, I turned that into that, which should
Does it work? Or does it feel like it works?
seems like it. So we're going to tighten this up, and then we're going to start drilling again. Okay, this is fixed. What a weird problem that had a weird redneck engineered solution. Because I was about ready to go down to Lowe's and get a new part. Well, it turns out I didn't need one. I just needed to hollow out a washer and get this thing going. So, all right, let's do this again.
Second try.
Batteries are not sufficient. We need to go get an electric drill. So we'll be right back to finish. Okay, so we have a garage over on the other side of town that we're going to go to pick up an electric drill, because I love you lithium-ion batteries, but they're just not as strong as regular plug it in the wall electricity. So we're going to solve this problem.
Yep.
More power.
More power. This is third attempt. We still got a whole other hole to do. I am here to document my findings down below. Oh my god. There's nothing. Bro, the saw hasn't even punctured a hole. Oh my gosh. Well, that's gonna be bad.
They're pre-drilled holes.
Whoa.
That's like sandpaper. Look at that.
Let me show that. So, what layer is this?
I have no clue.
It's hard.
All I know is this right here. Yeah. That's what the drill did. Whew. All right, let's see if we can do it from up top here. I think we got a good shot at it.
Do you want me to just keep on filming with this video?
Just make it go. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Con cuidado.
What happened?
I just was starting it back in reverse. Dude, that was so much easier. I'm done. It just did it.
Wait. Can I go check?
No, that's it.
Oh my gosh!
Watch.
Ah!
Hey,
Wait.
camera.
Oh my gosh! We got it! So,
these are the things you learn when you're doing this, and you know, you've done it for this is the first time you were doing it, and you're learning as you go, and you're not paying attention, blah blah blah. So what we ended up doing was cutting from both sides, and that went fast. And when we were cutting from the backside, especially last night, as we got up in there, and I was pushing on it, and I couldn't figure out why it stopped cutting. And it just dawned on me, and I don't understand why this stuff misses, but it was because it was bottomed out, and it was hitting the back of the saw. So, of course, the saw's not going to make it all the way through, because it can't push through because of that. Oh, I wish I would have figured that out last night.
Yeah.
But now we know. Need that. Just going to hold this right here. So I can really change this angle a lot. I think right about like that is going to be close. Oh, whew.
You almost did.
Well, it didn't bust my hand this time.
I kind of want to go on the other side and see what's happening. Oh! We got it! Look at that! Two holes.
I wanted to see your face because you were like, oh!
I didn't realize. I was about to say I was going to go on the other side and check that out. That's sick.
That's totally sick.
Yeah.
All right, next step.
This is going to take a while.
No, it shouldn't.
I want to like get one piece and just grab it. Got it. There you go. I keep on pointing them too far. Okay. So what are we doing here? Measuring?
Just marking.
Marking.
All right, let's see if that... Yeah, perfect. Now all we're doing is pilot holes. Man, that is so close to the edge. Small piece of tape. So that's the max depth I want to go. I'd go a little bit farther, right?
Yeah.
But basically, let's say that that's as deep as we want to cut.
Oh, do you stop drilling once you see?
Once I see it hits the blue tape, let's do it.
Okay. So these are not pilot holes, right?
No, these are the real deal, baby.
If we mess this up, I probably shouldn't say that.
Okay, so 3M marine adhesive sealant. It is, I've never seen this before. It's completely sealed on both ends, so this must be a one-shot deal. Once you get it opened up and the air gets to it, it cures. So we're going to use a liberal amount of this because we want no leaks into the back of the boat. This stuff is thick. It's like really pasty.
Oh, that's what that's for.
Yeah, it's called a caulk gun.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Learn something new every day, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll caulk all of this, and then when we put it in, we'll actually put some caulk on the screws too, so that when they go in, they seal as well. It'll not be able to find its way to the inside because that water will rot out the foamy looking stuff that was in between the inner fiberglass and the outer fiberglass.
Yeah.
That stuff will actually deteriorate if it was soaked in water constantly.
Wow.
So now that we've got it on that edge and up the side of the flange, or the side of the pipe, we're going to put it on the flange itself.
Wow.
All right, here we go.
Got, what is it? The caulk? Got the caulk on there.
Caulk.
Caulk.
There's an L.
Caulk. Okay. So we got the caulk on there.
All right.
Are we gonna put some caulk
All right,
on the
I'm
screws?
gonna put a little bit of caulk on the end of the screw. Don't need a whole bunch. Man, that stuff it's like glue.
It's thick glue.
Okay, there we go. There's the hole. I found the hole.
Sorry.
Yes, this is sealed in, glued in to be precise. All right.
Are we gonna remove that caulk from the outside, or are we gonna keep
Yeah,
it
but I got a feeling it's going to be kind of messy. So let's go ahead and install this one first, and then we'll come back and do that.
Do you think it would like maybe help as like an outside protector so water doesn't seal in, or no?
It looks bad. I don't like the way it looks.
Well, I mean, no one's really gonna be seeing it. It's gonna be under.
It's
not
true.
Under.
I know, but I wouldn't be able to live with myself leaving it like that. I'm gonna clean that up, you know. So what we'll do is we'll wipe it with paper towels, just the goopy stuff.
Yeah.
Then we'll get in there with a cloth towel that has a little bit of lacquer thinner on it and clean up the rest of it. So that'll it'll look professional. I want it to look professional. I don't want someone one of these days swimming behind the boat and go, "Oh, you got tips up in there," and then in their head saying, you know, "Geez, man, that guy could have cleaned that up." Because that's what I would think. If I was at someone else's boat and they hadn't cleaned that up, I'd have been like, "Yeah, I know nobody sees it, but do you have any respect for your work, you know?" So that's where we're at. All right, let's do the other one.
So.
They're pretty easy. Oh, okay. I'm going to start that over since you're recording. So do you know why I did this side first?
No.
Because it was the opening where this comes out was farther away from center line. And so I knew this one was going to be tougher to fit and get in there, but yet it's fallen together pretty easily. So I'm pretty much thinking at this point, the other side's going to be even easier. So yeah. I wanted to do the hard one first.
Getting down. Okay.
So I need a place to secure this, and I just chose one of the bolts on top of the exhaust stack. This is the start of the wiring harness install. The lead going up to the helm has already been done, so that is not a concern. I think it looks prettier like this. What do you think?
Yeah,
or there. Yeah.
Yeah, there.
Honest with you? I'm just gonna let it kind of cradle itself right here. This one right, watch, this couldn't be easier on this side. We're gonna put a couple of zip ties to keep all these wires from, you know, flopping, but look at, oh, no wonder, it's backwards. Boom. That connection is made. Thank you, sir. And we're zipping this down so that it doesn't rub against the throttle. I really wish I had 3 hands. So what I'm going to do is get back down in the hole and find a good way to route this wire, because I just don't want this flopping hanging. Then we connect the battery and we're sailing. And that pun was intended.
I noticed that.
Yeah. There are hooks under here. I can't believe our luck. I'm going to be able to route the wire right up under here, and then all it'll be is one little shooting down right here. No big deal. So this will be real clean. I'm going to need you to hand me a couple of zippies.
Okay, how many, if you're going to estimate maybe?
1, 2, 3, 4. And the nippers. Okay. All right, so put a little bit of dielectric grease on there, and in fact, I'm gonna spread some more.
Yeah, on the battery.
On any of these metal parts here, so that they don't corrode. So here's the positive lead to the exhaust system, and another very important piece here. I cannot stress how important. This lead right here. This is the positive to the amplifier for the sound system. Very, very important. All right.
I just realized how that was funny.
Wing nut.
What is that?
It's the kind of nut this is. It's called a wing nut. See how it's got those two horns sticking up?
Yeah.
Those are wings. Wing nuts can be fastened just with your fingers. But I always like to get a pair of pliers out and just put a little extra crank on it because my thumbs aren't strong enough. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. Watch. Boom. Now it's... Okay.